What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Moody with Burn It Down. This week we got Dr. Concussion coming in to talk about his various projects, Fusebox Funk, Black Drum, and Jackson Vegas. November marks the 10-year anniversary of Fusebox Funk in Jacksonville, and we're going to sit down and talk to the man right now. Dr. Concussion.
Mr. Moody.
My friend.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. So, tell me about what's going on, man.
Oh, well, I've been really busy. I still got Fusebox Funk that I'm playing in.
10 years strong?
Yeah, 10 years strong in November. Producing a new band, well, newish band called Black Drum. Kind of a similar style Fusebox, a little bit more aggressive. And I just started a new group called Jackson Vegas, which is softer, more rock and folk stuff, about songs about Jacksonville.
Sweet, man. Tell me about the 10-year anniversary of Fusebox.
We're really excited about this. We never thought that we would get, I mean, no band ever expects, like when they're starting off in the garage or whatever, that they're going to be together for 10 years. Either that or they think they're going to be the next Rolling Stones. But we went through the years and never stopped, never slowed down. We've lost a few folks along the way, but you know, we've gotten stronger with every turnover, and at this point it'll be 10 years on November 21st. So we're doing the show on Saturday, November 19th, up at the Mojo Kitchen in Jax Beach, and we spared no expense on this one. We've got Lady Daisy and Bat Sauce performing with us, and we're going to have Sloboda the Rap Rockstar out there doing some stuff, the singer from Black Drum, and it's going to be really awesome.
Speaking of Black Drum, man, what's your part in Black Drum? What do you?
Well, Black Drum. The story behind Black Drum is. We partnered up for a collaboration on Fusebox's 2006 release, The Next Obsession, with a rap group called Wasteland. They were kind of our resident Wu-Tang kind of thing. There was a, you know, like multi-rapper group. And we had, I think, 3 or 4 of them in the studio with us, and we had just met them, and we were like, yeah, just come on out and throw some stuff down on the record. And we had such a good time with them that I started performing regularly with one of their singers, Sloboda the Rap Rockstar, and he's this hilarious character. And we had been performing for a while together, and he said, you know, Dr. Khan, I want you to produce my new album. And I was like, that sounds great. What do you want? And he's just like, I want to do a rock record. And I'm like, but you're a rapper. And he's like, exactly. And so, you know, we put together a band, and it's the sax player, Fusebox Crispy, is the drummer of Black Drum, because he's an amazing musician all across the board. Our trombone player, Jay Starr, is the synth player. We got Gravel, the guitar player he's been in like Porcelain Black and a bunch of good bands around town. He's playing guitar for us, and then I play bass, sort of as. Originally, I wasn't even planning on playing in the band. I was just going to produce the record, and then I ended up playing bass with it. But so I produced the group, wrote all the songs. We wrote the record. It took a long time to record the record, and it's only 7 or 8 tracks. But it just working with no budget, it was hard. You know, had some friends help us out on the recording and stuff like that. And so we finally got the record finished in April 2010. Had a big CD release show. And ever since, we've just been playing regularly around the First Coast.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have that rock rap vibe. It's got its own deal, dude.
It is different, yeah. And I think part of the thing is that, you know, Rockstar is perfectly happy rapping over any time signature. So we said, let's not limit ourselves to just playing 4/4 or 6/8. Let's do different stuff. You know, there's plenty. There's moments of 5 on the record. Lots of 6. It's a fun project because, I mean, even if it was just a regular rock band, I think it would still be interesting by the music standards. And so to have, you know, someone as talented as Rockstar on top of it, it really hits.
All right, man. You mind playing us a couple songs?
Absolutely.
Sweet, man. Let's do this.
Put your things on the floor in a box that has your name beside the door.
don't cry in this time. Oh, no, 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 no. Already know it isn't you, but I'll say it 'cause I've got to try and prove who I am. Oh, who I am. It's not up to you to figure this out, 'cause my mind is made up way beyond a doubt. It ain't cool if I linger too long. Oh, no, 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 no. Known this so long, so please leave it be. It's only one more time I broke your heart, you see. Overdue from loving you. This is how I roll. I'm as good as gone, and it makes me want a brand new heart. But I used up all my loving long ago. Can't stop this madness from the feeling that I bore. I guess that's because I don't sleep well anymore. And if I send this to you, son, sincerely yours, then I can't find my happiness on different shores. I want you to get on that flight, 'cause I don't think that I could sleep another night without you by my side. Oh, no, 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 no. Baby, this time we're gonna rise above every other single thing we've tried. I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. This is how I roll. I'm as good as gone, and it makes me want a brand new heart. But I used up all my loving long ago. Used up all my loving long ago. Used up all my loving long ago.
Being with so many projects going on, I mean, what do you think the state of local music in Jacksonville is right now, man? Like,
I couldn't be prouder of Jacksonville's music scene. There's obviously always peaks and valleys, you know, moments of interest, you know, back in the late 90s, early 2000s with the Limp Bizkit thing, you know, there was a lot of groups coming of age in that period, but that seemed like it was a fairly specific scene, you know, I didn't see a lot of people outside of the like hard rock thing really breaking out in that time period. And in recent years, you know, we've had Astronautilus blew up in Jacksonville. Now he's an internationally touring artist. Radical Face just went out and had a big splash in his new record. One of the guys in Fusebox, Jade Ash. I mean, he's, I guess, as of 2 weeks ago, he's the #1 independent artist in the country. And I mean, all these people people are doing this on their own steam. They're using Jacksonville as their proving ground, and then bringing it out. And
there's so many people here, man. I mean, there's so many.
And there's multiple markets within the market of Jacksonville.
Exactly.
So you know, it's a pretty spread out culture. So you know, the beaches is a market, downtown is a market, St. Augustine is its own market, and if you know, you can get a fairly diverse fan base just from touring around your you know, Jacksonville, St. Augustine
Backyard.
yeah, right. So yeah, I really couldn't be prouder, and it's cool to see things like Ignition coming up now, because we've never had a dedicated music resource in the past. There are some good outlets, you know, like 89.9 up in Jacksonville. The WJCT has been very supportive of the local arts and stuff like that, and you know, Tim Hall had a radio show for a while on Clear Channel and stuff. But you know, probably I should mention Your Jack's Music up in Jacksonville, the CW17's Your Jack's Music. They've been really instrumental in like bringing music to the television, which was never a possibility before them. So yeah, I'm really happy to call myself a part of the scene. It's really come of age.
So I hinted at this question a little bit earlier when you came up. Your band was a baby, and you had two bands that could be mother and father, or you know, whatever you want to.
What is the genetic makeup?
What is the genetic
of the group?
makeup of Fusebox Funk?
A Fusebox Funk. All right. Well, that's harder with Fusebox because we have so many players. Yeah, we're a 7-piece group now, so like it's, you know, that would I'm sure no matter how I answer this, I'm gonna get raked over. Yeah.
You're gonna catch something from somebody.
But I would say a big influence on us was Oza Motley early on. They were one of those bands that sort of showed many of us that, you know, you can be a good musician and still be a rapper, and you can be in a, you know, like a hip hop group, but still have the richness of, you know, a jazz band or a Latin, you know, band or something like that. And for us, that was big because, you know, Fusebox started as a jazz quartet, because we were a quartet to start with, and then we quickly became a quintet. And all we did was play like John Coltrane and Herbie Hancock covers, and then
which are good.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was great. And we did that for years. And then somebody at a bar came up to us and they were like, you know, you need to put some vocals in the band. And so that was sort of the beginning of the band, as everyone knows it now. Was a few years after we started, we incorporated hip hop into it, sort of retroactively. So Oza Motley would be a big one. Second band, I might say the Beastie Boys. I know that maybe that's a little obvious. I don't know if that's a bad thing. But, you know, having seen them live, I dare someone to find a more talented group of individuals than the Beastie Boys.
Hands down.
I mean, you know, like most people know them as just, you know, a rap trio, but I mean, they play instruments well. They're excellent musicians, and
they did a lot of punk stuff that was
awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And
awesome.
That was always kind of a cool thing for us, as you know. Once we got into hip hop, we obviously were already fans of the Beastie Boys, but when we started getting deeper into them, I was like, you know, all this, you know, like Sabotage and all those famous songs. Those are all great, but like, you know, some of their instrumental stuff is maybe my favorite thing they've done. And so, like, you know, I don't want to say we necessarily incorporated it in, but it became a good beacon for us to follow. You know, we said, okay, well, if they can do this, certainly 10 years after the fact, we're allowed to. It was cutting edge in the '90s and stuff. I don't think we pushed the envelope quite that much, but you know, it's been interesting, and being white rappers too, for the most part. It definitely
broke some barriers. They really did.
Yeah. And I mean, like, obviously they crossed that ground, so we don't have to as much.
So we can go out and make asses of ourselves and people.
Yeah. Oh, that's been done before.
That's been done.
You know,
Let it happen.
Yeah.
It's Joe with Burn It Down. Don't forget about Fusebox Funk's 10-year anniversary show, Saturday, November 19th. For more information, fuseboxfunk.net. For more information on Black Drum, including a free digital download, please go to www.blackdrummusic.com. And for everything Jackson Vegas, please check out www.jacksonvegas.bandcamp.com. Thanks a lot, and let's burn it down.